Part 1. The Signal and the Physics of Future. Stop. If you are seeing this video right now, it is not by chance. It is not a glitch in the algorithm, nor is it a random recommendation. It is a deliberate, targeted signal from your own future. A monumental win is not just coming to you, it is already imminent, and this message is the proof. You are experiencing a measurable quantum phenomenon called reality convergence, where a high-probability future timeline has begun to merge with and overwrite your present. Stay with me. This is not vague theory. This is the operating manual for the final stage of your transformation. The friction burn. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That strange, almost unbearable mix of exhilaration and terror. You feel so close, you can almost taste the air of a new life. You can feel the texture of this new reality on the very edges of your awareness. Yet it hasn't fully materialized in your 3D world. This gap between what you know is coming and what you currently see is creating a deep, resonant anxiety, a cognitive dissonance that is shaking you to your core. You are terrified of messing it up, of taking a wrong step at the last second, or allowing one moment of doubt to shatter the entire delicate structure. You are afraid of losing it all right at the finish line. Listen closely. That feeling is not a sign of failure. It is the primary symptom of timeline convergence. It is the friction burn of two realities merging into one. It is the proof that the process is not only working, it is in its final critical stage. Quantum Principle 1. Superposition. To navigate this, we must move beyond surface-level motivation and into the very architecture of reality. According to quantum physics, you are not living a single linear life. You are, at every moment, standing at the center of an infinite field of potential realities, a superposition of every possible outcome. Imagine these as countless parallel threads of time, all extending from the point where you are now. Every choice you could make, every path you could take, exists as a dormant, unmanifested timeline. For most of your life, you moved through this field unconsciously. Your reality felt solid and singular because your energy, your thoughts, and your beliefs were scattered, activating countless timelines with low levels of probability. You were a dim, diffused light in a sea of possibilities. But then, you began the work. You joined the path of awakening. You focused. You clarified your intention. With every meditation on quantum files, every affirmation, and every difficult choice to operate from faith instead of fear, you began to funnel your energy. You stopped powering thousands of mediocre timelines and started pouring the full force of your consciousness into one. That timeline began to glow. Out of the infinite superposition, one reality started to vibrate with such intensity and such high probability that it gained energetic mass. It became gravitationally dominant. This is your victory timeline. It is no longer just a faint possibility. It is a near certainty. It is an event horizon that is beginning to pull your present moment toward it. Quantum Principle 2. Retrocausality. This leads us to the concept of retrocausality, the scientifically validated principle that the future can influence the past, that an effect can ripple backward in time and precede its cause. What you are feeling today is the effect of a victory that is your cause tomorrow. Think of it as a quantum echo. Imagine your victory, that massive, life-altering success has already happened. It is a sealed event in your near future. It is as solid as the ground beneath your feet, like a colossal lightning strike just over the horizon. What you are experiencing right now is not the event itself, but its echo. You are hearing the thunder of a victory that has already struck. The synchronicities accelerating around you. That's the echo. This specific video appearing now. That is the echo. The intense fear of losing it all. That is also the echo, the sound of your old reality structure, cracking under the pressure of the new one arriving. The transition. By the end of this journey, You will move from anxiously hoping for a win to confidently engineering its final arrival. You will go from being a passenger on a timeline to being its pilot. Your win is not something you are chasing. It is something you are finally ready to receive. But why is the fear so loud right now? And how do you ensure the signal stays clear? To understand the cure for your anxiety, we must look at the interference. Your victory signal is pure and high frequency, but your present environment is still filled with the residual noise of your old self, the years of doubt, and the programming of lack. Before we reveal the 3 undeniable signs that this convergence is completing, if you feel this message resonating in your cells, subscribe to Quantum Files Awakening. Join our collective of conscious engineers. By subscribing, you are not just following a channel, you are anchoring your frequency into a community that recognizes the win before it manifests. Comment "I am anchored" below to signal the universe you are ready for the lock-in. Part 2. The Architect of Reality. The shift from scattered to focused. To understand why your victory is now pulling you toward it, we must understand the nature of your creative power. For most of your existence, you have lived in what the ancients called the Sea of Maya, a fog of infinite, unmanifested potentials. In quantum terms, this is the state of total decoherence. Your energy was like a light bulb without a housing, casting its rays in every direction at once. You thought about your fears, you dwelled on your past failures, you worried about your bills, and occasionally you dreamed of your success. Because your energy was scattered, you were simultaneously feeding thousands of mediocre, low-probability timelines. None of them had enough energy to become solid. Your reality felt stuck or stagnant because you were essentially an engine running in neutral burning fuel but moving nowhere. You were a dim, diffused light in a sea of endless possibilities. But then something changed. You hit a point of awakening. You decided that the old story of struggle was no longer your home. The alchemy of intention. This is where the work began. And it wasn't just about positive thinking. It was about energetic engineering. You began to do the deep internal healing required to hold a consistent emotional frequency. You started to patch the leaks in your energetic hull. Every time you chose to meditate instead of doom scrolling, every time you caught a self-sabotaging thought and redirected it, and every time you processed an old trauma instead of burying it, you were reclaiming your power. You stopped powering the timelines where you were a victim, where you were not enough, or where your dreams were forever someday. You began to funnel that reclaimed energy into one specific, radiant path, your victory timeline. In the quantum field, attention is currency. Where you look, energy flows. By withdrawing your attention from the old, you effectively starved those timelines of their existence. And by obsessively, lovingly placing your attention on the new, you began to feed it. The glowing timeline. Imagine this. In the dark field of infinite potential, one specific thread of time began to glow. At first, it was a faint shimmer. But as you maintained your frequency, aligned with the feeling of already having won, that shimmer turned into a steady light. Then it became a roaring flame. You gave that timeline so much energy that it achieved something called gravitational dominance. In physics, mass creates gravity. The more mass an object has, the more it pulls everything else toward it. This is exactly what happened with your future. Through your unwavering intent and cellular alignment, you gave your victory so much energetic mass that it became a black hole of success. It is no longer a destination you are walking toward. It is an event horizon that has already captured your present. The mechanics of the event horizon. An event horizon is the point of no return. Once an object crosses it, the pull of the center is so strong that escape is impossible. You are now in the event horizon of your own success. This is why things feel so intense right now. This is why your old life is being torn apart. As you are pulled toward the high-frequency core of your win, the lower-frequency structures of your old self, the habits, the relationships, and the beliefs that cannot survive in that intense light, are being stripped away by the sheer force of the acceleration. This is the friction we discussed in Part 1. It's not that the universe is punishing you. It's that you are moving too fast for your old baggage to stay attached. The anxiety you feel is simply your ego trying to find a handhold on a reality that is already disappearing behind you. Your future self is the one generating this pull. They are not waiting for you. They are actively reeling you in. Beyond willpower. Many people believe that manifestation is about willpower, about forcing the world to change through sheer grit. But the quantum secrets teach us that willpower is a 3D tool for a 5D game. True creation is about resonance. You don't force the victory timeline to appear. You become a receiver that is so perfectly tuned to its frequency that the timeline has no choice but to merge with you. Think of it like a radio. If you want to hear the music on 101.1 FM, you don't scream at the radio or try to build the music yourself. You simply turn the dial until your internal frequency matches the broadcast. The music was always there, playing in the room. You just weren't tuned into it. Your work, the healing, the focus, the awakening has been the act of turning the dial. And right now, the signal is finally coming through. It's loud, it's clear, and it's overriding the static of your past. The lesson OF alignment. Your task in this moment of the journey is to stop trying and start being. Every time you act from a place of needing the win, you are subtly tuning your dial back to the frequency of not having it. You are creating a counterpull. To lock in the convergence, you must practice the art of assumed victory. You must move, speak, and breathe as if the outcome is already a settled historical fact. When you look at your bank account, or your current relationship status, or your health, and it doesn't yet reflect the win, do not be deceived. That is just the residual 3D echo. It is the light from a star that has already died, but whose image is still traveling through space. The reality has already shifted at the source. The physical manifestation is merely the final, inevitable shadow of the energetic event that has already occurred in your quantum field. This is the architecture of your new life. You are the architect, and your consciousness is the material. If you can feel the gravity of your future self pulling you closer, it means the connection is solid. In the next part, we will discuss the static problem, why your attempts to hustle and grind at this specific stage might actually be the very thing holding the victory at bay. We will explore how to transition from the hustle frequency to the receive frequency. Make sure you have liked this video to signal your alignment with this truth. Now take a deep breath and feel the weight of your own future pulling you home. Part 3. The static problem. The paradox of effort. Here is the critical problem. This is the exact point where so many conscious creators, even the most dedicated ones, fail. They fail right at the 1-yard line. Why? Because they don't understand the physics of static. The signal from your victory timeline, that quantum echo we've been discussing, is pure, coherent, and incredibly high frequency. It is the frequency of peace, of certainty, and of already having it. But you are still standing in your present moment reality, which is often filled with the residual noise of your old self. You are carrying the cellular memory of years of doubt, the deep-seated programming of lack, and the echoes of every past failure that ever stung your soul. This creates a chaotic, low-frequency field around your physical body. In quantum mechanics, we call this energetic static. And here is the central paradox. The harder you try to fix it, the more static you create. It is not that your victory is not real, and it is not that it isn't coming. It is that its signal is being distorted by the interference of your own frantic energy. The fear you feel, that sudden urge to self-sabotage, That need to do just one more thing to make it happen, that is not the real you. That is the static. It is the phantom echo of a timeline that is already dead, fighting for its existence as your new reality begins to override it. Effort is a declaration of lack. We must now engage in a deliberate, conscious process of signal clarification. But to do that, you have to understand why the old methods, the ones involving the hustle and grind mentality, suddenly stop working at this stage. In fact, they don't just stop working, they become destructive. Why does the hustle feel so heavy now? Why does striving feel so counterproductive? Because in the language of the quantum field, effort is a declaration of lack. When you are hustling, when you are grinding, when you are desperately trying to manifest, you are screaming a message into the fabric of the universe. That message is, I don't have it yet. You are vibrating at the frequency of the pursuit, not the possession. This creates a deafening, energetic noise that completely drowns out the quiet, confident whisper from your future self that says, I am already here. The work of pursuit is over. The internal construction is complete. You have already built the vessel. The carpenter metaphor. Think of it through this metaphor. Imagine a master carpenter who has spent months building a beautiful, seaworthy ship. Every plank is perfectly fitted, every nail is driven deep, and the hull is sealed tight. The ship is finished. It is ready to meet the ocean. But the carpenter is so anxious, so afraid that the ship might not float, that he stays on the dock and continues to hammer nails into the hull. He hammers and hammers, thinking he is making it stronger. But he isn't. He is actually compromising the integrity of the wood. He is creating holes where there were none. Eventually, his extra effort is the very thing that threatens to sink the ship before it even leaves the harbor. You are that carpenter. Your spiritual work, your mindset shifts, and your alignment practices have already finished the ship. Your victory is a complete structure in the quantum field. Any further frantic effort, any trying born from fear, is just you hammering unnecessary nails into a finished hull. You are not strengthening the win. You are threatening to delay it by creating static in the connection. The symptom of detachment. Take a moment to look at your life right now. Have you noticed that your old world has started to feel strangely distant? Does your old job, your old social circle, or even your old problems feel like a movie you've already seen a dozen times? Many people mistake this for depression or apathy. They worry that they are losing their edge. But in the quantum files of awakening, we know this is a key indicator of success. This feeling is proof that your consciousness is already detaching from the old timeline. Its signal is growing weaker because you are no longer feeding it. To try and operate from that old model of force and effort is to attempt to resync with a reality you have already outgrown. It is an act of energetic regression. You are trying to speak a language you no longer remember to a world that no longer recognizes you. Stop trying to make the old life work. Let it be distant. Let it be hollow. That space you feel is the vacancy required for the new reality to dock. From force to faith. This stage of the journey requires a new paradigm, a complete reversal of your perceived role. For years, you've been taught to see yourself as a bridge builder. You gathered the materials, laid the foundation, and worked tirelessly to reach a distant, beautiful future. But as you stand at the edge of the chasm today, you must realize the mind-bending truth. Your future has already extended a bridge back to you. It is a golden bridge. It is solid. It is complete. It was built by the version of you who has already won. Your only task now is not to build, but to walk. You must stop all frantic activity, silence the carpenter's hammer, and simply allow yourself to be pulled across by the gravitational force of the victory that is already waiting. This is the shift from force to faith. This is moving from active pursuit to masterful conscious surrender. You are not pushing the river of your life anymore. You are finally, for the first time, allowing its current to carry you home. The static cleanse internal loop. So, how do we clear the static? We do it by recognizing that the need to act is often just a sophisticated form of doubt. When the impulse to force something arises, pause. Ask yourself, am I doing this because it's the next logical step of a victor, or am I doing this because I'm afraid it won't happen if I don't? If the answer is fear, then the action is static. True, inspired action feels light. It feels like a natural unfolding. Static action feels heavy, urgent, and desperate. In this high-stakes phase of timeline convergence, doing nothing from a state of certainty is infinitely more powerful than doing everything from a state of anxiety. You are the anchor, and an anchor doesn't try to hold the ship. It simply exists in its own weight and density. Be heavy with the weight of your own success. Be dense with the certainty of your own future. In the next part, we will look at exactly how to handle the specific phantom echoes that try to trick you back into the old frequency. Part 4. The Golden Bridge. The reversal OF rolls. You have spent your entire spiritual journey trying to build a bridge to a distant, beautiful future. You have gathered the materials through study, you have laid the foundation through meditation, and you have worked tirelessly, brick by brick, across the chasm of your current limitations. But now, as you stand at the very edge of that chasm, facing the final stretch of your transformation, you must realize a truth that will shatter your logic and liberate your soul. Your future has already extended a bridge back to you. It is not a bridge made of stone or wood. It is a bridge of light, of frequency, and of golden certainty. It is complete. It is solid. And it was built from the other side by the version of you who has already crossed, the version who has already won. Your only task now is not to build, but to walk. You must stop all frantic activity, put down the tools of pursuit, and simply allow yourself to be pulled across by the gravitational force of the victory that is already waiting. This is the ultimate shift from force to faith, and from active pursuit to masterful conscious surrender. The shadow of a dead star. But why, if the bridge is there, does the path still look so dark? To walk this bridge, you must understand the phenomenon of 3D lag. In the physical world, there is a delay between an energetic shift and its material manifestation. Think of the stars you see in the night sky. Many of those stars burned out millions of years ago, yet their light is still reaching your eyes today. You are looking at the residual echo of a star that no longer exists. Your old life, the financial lack, the toxic relationships, the feeling of being stuck is like the light from a dead star. It no longer has an energetic source. It has no heartbeat in the quantum field. But because you are living in a physical body, you are still perceiving its residual image. This is the greatest trap for the conscious creator. You look at the dead light of your past, and you mistake it for your current reality. When you do this, you accidentally reanimate the old timeline. You give your precious energy back to a ghost. To lock in your win, you must learn the art of starving the old timeline. The phantom limb of the past. The world will test your signal. It will check your coherence. Not because the universe is cruel, but because reality checks for alignment before it crystallizes. You may experience what I call the phantom limb of the past. Just like an amputee can still feel an itch in a limb that is no longer there, you will feel the ache of your old self. Thoughts of fear, doubt, and scarcity will arise. They will feel real. They will feel urgent. They will tell you that the golden bridge is a hallucination and that the dead star is the only truth. But you must understand what these thoughts are now. They are spam emails from a blocked sender. They are recordings playing in an empty theater. They are the final, desperate gasps of an ego that knows its reign is over. How to starve a timeline. How do you starve a timeline? You refuse to feed it your attention. Attention is the only currency the universe accepts. It is the food that keeps a reality alive. When a dead star event happens, perhaps an unexpected bill arrives, or someone from your past tries to trigger you, you must practice signal-to-noise mastery. You acknowledge the event without emotion. You see it like a cloud passing in the sky. You don't fight it. You don't argue with it. You don't try to fix it from a place of panic. Fighting the old timeline is still giving it attention. Instead, you simply look away. You pivot your internal gaze back to the golden bridge. You whisper to yourself, "That is the echo, this is the reality." By refusing to engage, you are cutting off the life support of your past. You are letting the dead star finally go dark. The art of conscious surrender. Many people hear the word surrender and think of weakness or giving up. In the quantum files, surrender is the ultimate act of power. It is not giving up on your dream. It is giving up the ego's need to control the how and the when. The version of you who has already won is the architect. They have already cleared the path. They have already orchestrated the synchronicities. When you try to micromanage the universe, you are essentially telling your higher self that you don't trust the bridge they built. You are trying to steer a ship that is already being guided by a master navigator. Surrender means walking onto that golden bridge with your hands open. It means moving through your day with a post-victory frequency. How would you walk if you knew, with 100% certainty, that your bank account would be filled by Friday? How would you breathe if you knew that the love of your life was already on their way to meet you? That state of knowingness is the key that locks the timeline into place. If you are at this stage of the crossing, if the old world feels like a ghost and the new world feels like a heartbeat, you are exactly where you need to be. You are not losing your mind. You are gaining a new world. Pause for a second. If this message is clearing the static for you, help us clear it for others. Like this video to amplify this frequency in the algorithm. If you are committed to starving your old timeline and walking the golden bridge, comment, "I surrender to my win." Your words are anchors. They signal to the quantum field that you have chosen your coordinate. The GPS of the soul. As you walk this bridge, your future self is not just waiting at the end. They are walking with you. They are the intuition that tells you to turn left instead of right. They are the sudden urge to call a specific person. They are the lucky break that seems to come out of nowhere. Your only job is to stay signal positive. This means protecting your frequency at all costs. Avoid the static of negative news, small-minded gossip, or the constant need for external validation. You are in a delicate phase of crystallization. You are a historical figure to your own future. Every choice you make to stay on the bridge, despite the dead light of the past, is a victory that will be sung about in the timeline you are about to inhabit. Transition to the signs. But how do you know if you are successfully starving the old and anchoring the new? How do you distinguish between a random coincidence and a convergent signature? The universe is about to become an echo chamber of your own success. It is about to start shouting your victory back at you through the mouths of strangers and the numbers on the clock. In the next part, we will reveal the 3 undeniable convergence signatures, the quantum fingerprints, that prove the broadcast from your future self is being received, and that the 3D world is finally beginning to bend to your will. Part 5. Convergence signatures. The quantum fingerprints. You understand the theory. You see the bridge. You have felt the gravitational pull of your future self. But to know is not enough. To see is not enough. Now you must move from intellectual understanding to a deep, cellular conviction. You need proof that the 3D world is actually responding to your internal shift. Your future self knows this, which is why they are actively leaving quantum fingerprints in your present reality. I call these convergence signatures. These are the undeniable, often counterintuitive markers that prove the broadcast from your victorious future is being received by your current timeline. You have been experiencing them for weeks, but you have been misinterpreting them. You've been reading them through the lens of your old timeline, seeing them as problems to be solved or random glitches, rather than the sacred confirmations they truly are. Today, we recalibrate your perception. I am going to reveal the 3 primary signatures that prove your win is already here. Signature 1, the SHEDDING, energetic incompatibility. The first and perhaps most unsettling signature is what I call the shedding of the old. Think about your life just a few months ago. Your job, your daily routines, your social circles, even the hobbies that once defined you. Now look at them today. Do they suddenly feel distant, hollow? Do you feel like you're watching a movie about someone else's life? You might go through the motions at work, but the fire is gone. You might meet with old friends, but the conversations feel like echoes from a language you no longer speak. This is not depression. This is not apathy. It is a profound energetic incompatibility. Your very being, your atomic signature, is recalibrating to the higher frequency of your victory timeline. As your frequency rises to meet the incoming quantum echo of your success, everything that belongs to the lower frequency of your old reality must naturally fall away. It simply cannot resonate with you anymore. It's like trying to play a cassette tape in a quantum computer. The formats are incompatible. This shedding process can feel isolating. It can feel like you're losing your mind or your identity. But you are not losing anything that is truly meant for you. You are simply making space. Your future self is orchestrating a grand clearing, ensuring that when the victory fully materializes, there is nothing present that can contaminate its frequency. Do not cling to the dead leaves of your past. Recognize this shedding for what it is. The most powerful confirmation that your new reality is so close, so dominant, that it is literally pushing the old one out of existence. Signature 2, the irrational calm neural resonance. The second convergence signature is even more paradoxical. It is the irrational calm in the chaos. Your external world might still be in flux. There might be financial pressures, logistical challenges, or a storm of uncertainty that, on paper, should be causing you immense stress. Your logical mind might be screaming that you should be panicking. And yet deep inside, beneath the surface noise of the mind, there is a stillness, an illogical peace, a quiet, unshakable certainty that everything is going to be okay more than okay. This is not denial. This is resonance. Your central nervous system, the most sophisticated quantum receiver you possess, is already tuning into the settled, peaceful frequency of your post-victory timeline. It has locked onto the broadcast from the you who has already solved the problems and navigated the chaos. You are feeling the emotional reality of a future that has already happened. When the world tells you to be afraid and a quiet voice deep inside whispers, "It is done," always trust the whisper. It is not a whisper from your imagination. It is a broadcast from the version of you who is already holding the trophy. This calm is your anchor. It is the proof that while the waves of your old reality crash around you, the core of your being is already standing on the shore of your new one. Signature 3, the SYNCHRONISTIC echo chamber. The third and most explicit signature is the synchronistic echo chamber. You've noticed it, haven't you? The sudden, undeniable acceleration of coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. It's not just seeing recurring numbers on the clock. It's thinking of a long-lost friend and receiving a text from them an hour later. It's having a specific question in your mind and overhearing a stranger in a coffee shop provide the exact answer. This video finding you at this exact moment is the pinnacle of this phenomenon. These are not random events. The universe is a finely tuned system of energetic resonance. This echo chamber is the universe confirming that the signal path between your future self and your present self is wide open and fully operational. Your future self is using the fabric of reality itself to tap you on the shoulder and say, "I am here. You are on the right path. Do not waver." Each synchronicity is a pulse of confirmation, a GPS marker pinging your location and reassuring you that you are heading directly toward your destination. You must stop calling them coincidences and start calling them data points. They are receipts from the universe confirming that your order has been placed and is now in transit. The collapse OF, the WAVFUNCTION. When all three of these signatures appear simultaneously, the shedding, the calm, and the echoes, it means you have reached the point of no return. In physics, this is the collapse of the wave function. The infinite possibilities have narrowed down to one inevitable outcome. You are no longer manifesting. You are witnessing the final steps of a completed process. This is the moment of deep recognition. If you have been seeing these signatures, you are a part of a specific quantum lineage. You are not just a spectator. You are an architect of the new Earth. Before we move into part 6, where we will perform the quantum lock-in protocol to permanently calibrate your cells to this victory, take a moment to acknowledge the signs. If you have experienced the shedding or the irrational calm recently, share your experience in the comments. By typing out your signs, you are physically grounding the energy of the new timeline. You are telling the universe, "I see the fingerprints. I am ready for the lock-in." Subscribe to Quantum Files, Awakening, to ensure you don't miss the final frequency calibration. The signatures are the map. The calm is the engine. But the lock-in is the destination. You have the evidence. You have the conviction. Now, it's time to close the loop once and for all. We are moving beyond observation and into total cellular embodiment. Prepare yourself. Your old life was a training ground. Your new life is the reward. Part 6, the Quantum Lock-in Protocol. The transition to embodiment. The understanding is complete. You have seen the footprints. You have felt the gravity, and you have recognized the signatures of your impending victory. But as we discussed, knowing is only the first gateway. To prevent quantum drift, the tendency for the old reality to pull you back into its familiar struggle, you must move the signal from your mind into your marrow. You must move it from your thoughts into your tendons, your blood, and your very DNA. This is the moment we close the loop. We are moving beyond the intellectual and into the somatic. We are going to calibrate your entire biological suit to the victory frequency. This is where you don't just tune into the signal, you become the instrument. This is the lock-in. Preparing the vessel. If it is safe for you to do so, I invite you to adjust your posture. Straighten your spine, for it is the primary antenna of your soul. Gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deliberate breath in through your nose, and as you exhale through your mouth, release the day. Release the persona you have been playing for the world. Release the seeker who is always looking for the next sign. Let the labels fall away until there is nothing left but the silent witness behind your thoughts. In this space of stillness, I want you to sense the reality of your victorious future self. Do not try to visualize their face or their clothes. This is not a creative visualization. This is an energetic recognition. Sense them as a concrete coordinate in space-time. They are not a hope, they are a fact. Feel their presence just beyond the thin veil of your current perception. It might feel like a sudden warmth at your back, a profound weight of peace settling over your shoulders, or a quiet, unshakable strength at your core. The golden connection. This is the real you. The you who has already navigated the labyrinth. The you who is currently living in the complete fulfillment of the win you have been chasing. Acknowledge them. They are not a stranger. They are your own highest potential realized. You are sensing a memory of your own future. Now see or feel a brilliant cord of golden light extending from the heart of your future self directly toward you. It moves effortlessly through time, cutting through the noise of your present reality. This is not a tether you have to grab or hold onto. It is a connection they are intentionally establishing with you. Watch as this radiant cord connects directly to the center of your own heart. Feel the connection land. A gentle pulse of warmth. A click of recognition. The circuit is now complete. The bridge between your future and your present is no longer just a concept. It is an active, high-speed data stream. You are now in direct conscious communion with the version of you who has already won. Cellular recalibration. Now we calibrate. We use the breath as the carrier wave for this alchemy. On your next inhalation, I want you to consciously draw the frequency of your victorious self through that golden cord and directly into your chest. Inhale. Draw in their unshakable certainty. Feel it flooding your lungs, a solid, warm density that dissolves every shadow of doubt. Exhale. Release the gray static of the how and the when. Let the anxiety of the ego dissolve into the void. Inhale again. Draw in their profound peace. Let it pour into your bloodstream, traveling to the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. Tell your nervous system that the war is over. Tell your adrenal glands they can finally rest. Exhale. Release the story that you have to earn this through suffering. That story belongs to a timeline that no longer exists. One more time, a deep, conscious inhalation. Inhale the pure emotional signature of destiny fulfilled. It is an expansive, quiet joy. It is the feeling of rightness. As you hold this breath for a moment, feel your entire energetic field begin to vibrate at this new resonance. This is not an affirmation, it is a phase shift. Your cells are remembering this frequency. They are accepting the quantum echo as their new dominant reality. The phase shift. Feel it happening now. The moment your inner field snaps into coherence. Imagine 1,000 scattered light bulbs suddenly aligning to become a single, powerful laser. When every wave in your body finally agrees on the outcome, the wave function collapses. You are now one being operating across 2 points in time. The static of your old timeline, the fear, the worry, the impatience is being overwritten, bite by the pure, clear signal of your victory. You are no longer reaching for the win, you are embodying it. You are no longer a person hoping for a miracle. You are the physical anchor for an inevitable event. The passcode. Stay in this resonance. From this state of being, I want you to let a single word rise to the surface of your awareness. Do not think of a word, let the word find you. It is the word that captures the pure emotional frequency of your victory. Is it freedom, peace, power, certainty, home? Find your word. This is your frequency key. This is the passcode that tells the universe which version of you is now in command of this body. Hold that word in your heart. Let it vibrate. This is the new name of your reality. The ceiling. Gently, slowly, begin to bring your awareness back to the weight of your body. Feel the air on your skin. When you are ready, open your eyes. But as you return to the 3D world, do not leave the frequency behind. You are not the person who closed their eyes 10 minutes ago. You have been recalibrated. The lock-in is done. The inner state is secured. In quantum terms, you have stopped leaking energy into competing, low-probability outcomes. You have chosen the dominant waveform, and your neurology has learned its language. You are no longer an anxious aspirant praying for a dream to come true. You are the past self of a guaranteed victor. You are playing out the final, triumphant scenes of a story that has already been written. The suspense is gone. The outcome is secured. If you felt that shift, if you can still feel that golden cord connected to your heart, then the protocol was successful. You are now an anchor. before we move to the final part of our journey, where we will discuss the daily operating manual to keep this anchor from drifting. Take one action to seal this in the physical world. Write your passcode word in the comments below. By typing it, you are signaling to the collective and the algorithm that your frequency is locked. You are claiming your coordinate. Subscribe to Quantum Files, awakening to stay anchored in this community of victors. Take a breath. Feel the magnitude of what you have just done. You didn't just watch a video, you reauthored your existence. Now, let's learn how to live inside that new story without ever looking back. Part 7. Daily Operating Manual and Integration. The danger of the drift. The inner state is secured. The frequency is calibrated. But you are still a being living in a physical, 3D world, a world of action, habit, and choice. This is where many people falter. They achieve the energetic breakthrough, they touch the new reality for a fleeting moment, and then they slowly, unconsciously drift back. They allow the gravity of their old life to pull them back into the familiar comfort of the known struggle. This is what I call quantum drift. It is the phantom limb of your past life. Just because your future has anchored itself in your heart doesn't mean your old habits won't try to knock on your door. The old timeline still exists as a low-probability echo, and it will whisper to you in moments of fatigue, loneliness, or doubt. It will try to convince you that the victory was just a dream. It will offer you the safety of your old pain. Do not confuse the familiar with the true. Mastering the convergence is one thing. Mastering the integration is what separates a temporary high from a permanent evolution of your existence. You are now a convergence anchor, and your mission is to drive that anchor so deep into the bedrock of your new reality that nothing can move it. Tool 1. The Future Self Dialogue. To stabilize your new reality, you need a daily operating manual. The first tool is a decision-making matrix I call the Future Self Dialogue. From this moment forward, this is the only filter you will ever need before making a choice, big or small. Whether you are deciding how to answer a difficult email, what to eat for lunch, or how to handle a financial setback, you will pause. You will close your eyes for a single second and ask, how would the version of me who has already won handle this? Notice the distinction. Not the version who is trying to win. Not the version who is hoping it works out. But the version for whom this victory is an old memory, a settled historical fact. Would that version negotiate from a position of weakness or of undeniable value? Would they speak with hesitation or with the calm certainty of someone who knows the outcome is secured? The answer will come instantly, like a clear bell in a silent room. That is the voice of your new timeline. Your only job is to obey that voice without question. The future is not built by one grand decision. It is built by 1,000 small agreements with your new identity. Tool 2. Starving the ghosts. The second tool is designed to manage the inevitable static from your past, starving the old timeline. Thoughts of fear and lack are programmed into your neurology. They will arise. When they do, you will no longer fight them. Fighting is a form of engagement, and engagement is a form of feeding. If you fight a ghost, you are still giving it your energy. Instead, you will recognize these thoughts as phantom signals. When the thought, "what if I fail?" appears, acknowledge it with the same emotional detachment you would feel noticing a cloud passing in the sky. You see it, but you don't invite it in for tea. You don't argue with it. You simply refuse to give it the food of your attention. Imagine these thoughts are spam emails from an address you've already blocked. You see the subject line, you recognize it as junk, and you delete it without ever opening the message. Do this relentlessly. Starve the old, feed the new. Watch how quickly the old reality loses its grip when it no longer has your focus to animate it. Tool 3. The Evidence Log. The third tool is your physical anchor, the evidence log. For the next 7 days, this is non-negotiable. Your brain's reticular activating system, RAS, is currently programmed to show you evidence of your past because it believes that is what is necessary for your survival. We are now going to aggressively reprogram it. Every single night before you sleep, you will physically write down at least 3 pieces of proof that your new reality is manifesting. No piece of evidence is too small. Did a stranger give you a compliment? Write it down. Did you find a perfect parking spot? Write it down. Did you feel a moment of unprovoked, expansive joy? Describe it. Did a piece of news appear that favors your industry? Record it. By documenting these quantum fingerprints, you are training your brain to see the new timeline as the default perception. You are building a mountain of undeniable proof that rewires your neurology in real time. After 7 days, the new normal will no longer be something you are reaching for. It will be the ground beneath your feet. The Fortress of Coherence. Consistency is not discipline here. Consistency is devotion. It is you staying loyal to the future that is already loyal to you. You did not find this message by accident. You were called to it by the greatest version of yourself. You have answered that call. You have performed the lock-in, and you now possess the manual. Your life is no longer a series of random events. It is a composed masterpiece. You have moved from being a passenger on a timeline to being the architect of the invisible pathways. Locking in the win was the first phase. Stabilizing your life within that win is the second. And as you stabilize, you will realize that you are capable of initiating, managing, and sustaining multiple convergences at will. This is your true potential, not to chase reality but to compose it. You are now part of the Quantum Files Awakening Collective. You are an anchor of a new frequency on this planet. If this transmission has cleared the static for you, if you feel the weight of your own future pulling you forward, then you have a responsibility to keep this signal strong. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell. This ensures that every time we broadcast a new frequency update, your receiver is the first to get it. Share this video with one person you know is standing at the edge of their own breakthrough. Be the synchronicity they've been praying for. And for the final time in this session, look at the word you chose, your frequency key. Hold it in your mind as the screen goes dark. Carry it into your sleep, carry it into your morning, and carry it into your new life. Your win is no longer a possibility. It is your present. Live from it starting now. Welcome home to the timeline you were always meant to inhabit. I am Quantum Files Awakening, and the broadcast continues within you.